Okay. I think it's time to see how close we are. Let's max out every skill first, every power ability first. Well, we barely did that. But one category is done. That's nice. There's actually quite a few skills I haven't tried doing like a full build on yet. I haven't done an axe toss build since the very beginning of the game, and I didn't really understand. Like, I did one super early, but I didn't really understand the game very much. Um, I think the passive abilities matter a little less than most. I mean, they're definitely good. Don't get me wrong. Passive and mobility skills. Mobility skills are going to be the last thing. I think passive skills will be the second to last. So I think the next thing we're going to go for is getting our weapons up, and I don't necessarily know that there's anything I care too much to specifically get up right now. It's actually funny though, there's one point where I really like Divine Purge. I didn't end up doing it for long, but yeah. I think we're just gonna go left to right, just all the way down the list, so we'll just yoink that one, and then get this one to 5. And yeah, we'll see what we can get to today. I think today I'm mostly going to be playing... I got my Hunter video out now. I really did like that mage setup I had going. I kind of want to fine-tune it more and see if I can get that to be in a state where I feel comfortable making a build on it. Sure. We'll take this. I think we've been doing Court Dancer for attack speed. Cosmic Ray. I suppose we'll grab the freeze and all that. So we could play Death Touched. We don't get any sources of healing with this build. So by taking Death Touched, we could get damage with missing life. But... I almost like the idea of this build working better on human, because not everyone's gonna have Death Touched unlocked right away, too. I think my last couple builds... Well, I think my Barbarian build was human, right? But my Hunter build is Orborian, so... Oh man, we're starting out strong with the big old, the big old thingy. That's right, we did... Do we want to try instant attack chance this time? But what else do we run? Let's try instant attack chance this time, just to try something different than what we did last time. Well, if we're going instant attack, we can get crit chance, crit damage, and instant here. We'll grab that. Now, the question is, the only problem with going instant attack is going... Like, what else do we go? Ideally, I'd want to double instant attack with the sun effectiveness. But I don't know that there's anything else. I mean, I guess we could try attack reach and just see if we notice it. Like, how close do we have to get? Like, they have to get relatively close to hit. Can I hit from farther away with my beam if I get attack reach? I'll have to try to gauge that distance and see if I can feel the difference. I think we will re-roll this. Attack speed and crit damage, probably the way to go. So let's try giving it attack reach and see. Okay, I do feel like that's hitting from a little farther away, don't you? That definitely feels like it. We'll see even more when we increase that. I mean, that might not be too bad. Like, we're kind of slow as a mage. We can just... Oh my god, it jumped real far, too. Hell, with enough reach, could we just chill in the middle and, like, hit all the things hitting the edge? Oh my god, is this the gamer strat? It does, yeah. It definitely feels like it does. I'm excited to get another scroll. I want to boost it by 100%. Hey, there's a scroll. Teleport. Yeah. Yes. We'll boost this and then we'll do the other. So sun runes in this, so our range should be pretty crazy now. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. And then we are definitely taking the ring as usual. I think projectile amount does affect us because Frostfall, I believe, are five icy projectiles. So increasing the amount just makes them drop more of them. Plus we get barrier, plus we get crit chance. I think that'll be good. The power ability damage, we want that. How many more pieces of gear? We have 2 more pieces of gear to grab, but 9 reroll shards. Attack speed would be nice. And it's gonna finish our crit damage set. Let's go for that. I was gonna upgrade, but I'm worried if I upgrade, the stats won't be as good. Oh man, we're gonna finish up our runes this run, and then we'll see if the scrolls still drop. That's crazy. Once again, our Arcane Missiles always gets our 4th slot. Does anything disappear? Wait, is XP fading? Did I just see that? Oh no. Okay, so I think XP is fading on the edge that I see. So I think it's bad to stand in one spot. I was gonna stand in one spot for a while, see how it felt, and then go pick up all the orbs, but there might be a limit to the amount of orbs that can be in the zone at once. Unless they're unless it's like Vampire Survivors where they combine into like one big orb. I guess that'd be something to test, right? See if we can let like a lot stack up. Okay, we gotta move a little bit. What a shit build, I actually have to move. So, yeah, I think reducing the cost is good. I think it does enough damage on its own that if we reduce the cost, it's just way more beneficial. I could do a, maybe one of these times I'll do a full damage run. Crit chance and crit damage is hard to pass up. Yeah. Let's just go big. Unless I'm seeing the corpses disappear and thinking it's the XP. Maybe it's not disappearing. I think it's the corpse bones disappearing, and it's making me think it's the XP. I'm looking at this one right here. No, maybe they're not disappearing. Oh, we're getting hit. I forgot those ranged mobs. We have to move. Alright, let's go pick up some XP and materials. Oh, I forgot we get even more attack reach as a, as some of our mage nodes. We don't need the tankiness right now. We have good crit. We have decent crit rate already, so let's go crit hit. Crit rate for damage. And because we have okay crit rate, I think we try running the, Oh wow. I guess guy hits pretty hard. Uh-oh. Hi, Mark. I didn't know you were here, and I didn't realize I was unmuted.
I just came in here literally 2 seconds ago. I was fixing my speakers.
Gotcha.
Ugh.
I think we're gonna upgrade.
Go to work in a few hours, so I'm just gaming.
Hell yeah, dude, gaming.
So I left my B components running overnight in 3 slots of my Sector 13 station, right?
Oh shit, yeah.
And it fucking went from 1974 bonus to 2,853.
Damn.
So honestly, I could prestige again because that's equivalent of 1 more E. You know, it's another decimal point. It's another 1,000.
I really need to do that. I've still just been upgrading my like the amount of build of the material I get on
So
there.
you're probably at a crazy amount then.
I'm getting there. I think I'm generating. I can't remember. I think I'm almost to 1 E5 per second or whatever of the building mats. I think,
And
if I remember right.
yeah, that makes sense because I'm with everything equipped. I am 5.79.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Whoa.
I bet
Done babysitting already?
you. Yeah,
Nice.
like an hour a day, hour and a half.
I had to turn the difficulty down on Expedition. I got fucking tired of dying.
Oh shit. That's good though.
Yeah, on max, it's no joke. I mean, you can only take like 1 or 2 hits, then you're dead. And then bosses have 7-hit combos. So it's just like, you better be fucking perfect or you're fucked on turn 1 or 2.
Yo.
And even on normal, like I'm at a boss right now, and it's not easy.
I think that's how, well, yeah, I think definitely for, like, the hardest difficulty should be, I feel like, obviously possible, but should be very hard.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. What it does is it shrinks your parry and dodge windows as well. So, you gotta
Gotcha.
be extra accurate.
Gotta have those gamer reactions.
Jesus, dude. I'm just not gamer enough. The classes are so fun.
Here, caravan! Oh my god, it's dying without me even seeing it.
Are you ever gonna play this thing?
Expedition 33?
Mm-hmm.
No, probably not.
Oh, now you're a fan of the thing.
No, I don't like turn-based games, and I don't like story games.
Oh boy. Okay. This is the worst fucking game for you then.
Yep.
In that case, you can get on my stream because there's no spoilers.
There's too many
Yeah.
buttons on that game for Myth anyways.
If there's any buttons on a game, it's too many for me.
Yeah, Myth can learn skills, but as long as they auto-use, they're good, or Righteous Fire.
Yep.
That's it. Or Summoner.
I feel attacked, but it's true.
Alright.
So I
Check
can't
this shit
complain.
out, man.
Whoa. Damn.
See what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Wait, did like
I-
one whole guy die and another one
Yup.
almost die? Or did
Yup.
2 die?
1 died.
Gotcha. That's crazy.
What is it? Just like difficulty-wise?
It's insane.
He had to drop it off of the hardest difficulty, he was
Yeah,
saying.
I'm not
just
even the
now.
hardest
Oh,
anymore,
bro,
and I'm getting 1
uh,
shot. It's insane. I don't think. I don't
Can you
think
dodge
Travis
or
will beat
parry
this
like
game.
Yeah.
every attack?
But the
Yeah.
harder difficulties, the smaller the dodge and parry window is. So you gotta be
Yeah.
like super quick reaction.
And there's 3 different types of parries, technically. You have the dodge, the parry, and the counter. So there's 3 different things,
Gotcha.
and not all abilities can be parried or dodged or whatever the fuck.
Oh shit, so
And-
like,
4th
what
is
they
a
are.
jump. Yeah, there's jump attacks, so you can jump over swords that go low or whatever, right? So there's 4 different types of dodges. There's a lot of visual cues, but still. Oh fuck. I didn't switch my party member. Damn it.
Honestly, it's kind of
The
funny
music
how
is so
I
good,
like
too.
I made my hunter video, and then I instantly find a build like right when I was like, okay, I think I'm gonna try something else now that I'm like feel like I've got that hunter build down. I tried this and I think this is I genuinely think this is better by like a decent sized margin too, not just like a little bit. Let's go higher. 68% crit chance. That'll be a really nice number. Like, look at that. I didn't even see the boss spawn yet, and already 3 health bars down. We could have killed it even faster if I manually made my Frostfalls go on the boss, too. That was just auto-aim. So you can see them going off the screen over there, not even on the boss. You could have manually aim that and actually see. So we've got options. Can we do double shot? We can do double shot. Maybe that's the way to go. Chance to freeze, projectile amount, double shot. Just fire off as many as we can. Let's go a little more instant attack, I think. Actually, no, let's rarity up this and see what we get. Okay, crit chance and instant attack. Yeah. Crit damage. I'm not quite sure yet. I think I might like the Band of Primal Power and trying to go crit rate, crit damage more than I like using the Ice Shatter. But it also usually takes me so long to start really freezing everything that I feel like that other one doesn't come in super well. Like, most of these mobs I'm not even freezing. I don't think anyway. They're a little slower. Like, that one's frozen, I think. So. But as I get farther, I will start freezing more. Let's boost this up. Ooh, boosted instant attack. Or crit chance, crit damage. I think we gotta go crit chance, crit damage because of building into the primal power. I mean, obviously instant attacks are just good, but I don't think it would scale as well. Let's start getting damage to Frozen and freeze chance and everything. We'll leave this slot empty on Arcane Missiles to skip with. Crit damage. Damage to Frozen. Nice. So, I guess we'll see. We are officially maxed on all of our runes. So, will we get any more of those scrolls coming up? Does it feel like they become anything else? Like, some games, it's like when you can't get any more of those scrolls, instead you get, like, something else instead. Oh, shoot, we actually lost. Oh, shit, we're taking damage. It actually doesn't feel like we are generating as much energy as we did with our run last night. I genuinely think... Last night I was taking double shot chance and target amount, I think, on my Cosmic Ray. And I think without that, I'm really noticing it. I am not nearly pumping as much energy. I don't think instant attack and attack reach is the way to go. Alright, let's, we're gonna turn auto aim off and try to focus. Oh, shoot. I might die here. Yeah, this is not nearly what we were doing last night. Good to know, though. Chance to freeze. We're getting a little floppy, so let's go barrier amount and crit chance. Oh my. Yeah, I might be in trouble here. I might not survive. Yeah, I think I'm dead. They're faster than me. I'm just dead. Damn. Okay. Let's try another run and actually take the ones we did last night. Yeah. I agree. I was just trying something different. Sometimes I find myself, one big mistake I make on a lot of games when it comes to build creation is I find something that feels good and then I never try anything else. And sometimes that really messes me up. So that's why I wanted to try something a little different and kind of get a gauge for that. But we shall try it again. Doing what we did before. 'Cause I don't think there's really... Wait, oh my god, we found our artifact like 5 seconds into the run. What the fuck? Is that the fastest artifact find ever? My barrier isn't even done recharging. We're so early in the run. That's insane. Yeah, so we're going to do the same thing we did last time. We're going to build a crit rate, crit damage. We're going to build into the ring. But this time we're going to try to do the other attacks on Cosmic Ray and see if we notice a difference. Because I definitely feel like I noticed it. Like... The other option we have, too, is we could try to not do Cosmic Ray and do the Magic Cleave ability. Yeah, so we're gonna go into here, we're gonna go into here, then we're gonna grab target amount. Just like we did last night. I would like crit chance. I mean, crit chance, crit damage would be the ideal. Let's do one rarity up and see what we get. I mean... That's kind of crappy. Damn. I guess crit hit damage, chance to freeze with Lunar. I almost went for this middle one, but honestly, with Teleport, barrier recharge rate almost doesn't even kick in. We mainly get our barrier back from teleporting. So I don't really care for recharge rate, so I think we take this one. Yeah, reach and projectile amount, probably gonna be the best. Now, we could also try, once I have enough gold coins, we could try the Frost Shards basic attack. I haven't tried that in a long time, since, like, my very first mage run. I wonder what that would be like with a lot of runes. But yeah, for my hunter build, I almost found myself having that problem where I almost didn't try any other weapons. And that would have really screwed me because I ended up finding out the daggers felt better than the longbow. We really need to get some crit chance, or else we are going to be hurting, so I think we need to fire off a reroll. We'll go crit chance and barrier amount, just because we died last run, so... we'll throw in double shot chance with our target amount, and then next rune we will double both of those. Now I wonder, since we're not really focusing on set bonuses, and we're not really focusing on any special items for sets, I guess the attack arc wouldn't be beneficial. I was trying to think of, like, could we get everything we need on a barbarian with this build? And run, like, this build we're doing now by taking, like, the Cosmic Studies origin. I think that gives you access to the spells and the weapons, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. But then have access to, like, the damage stagger of the Barbarian. Granted, we wouldn't have any way to heal, other than getting, like, potion drop chance, I guess. Which I guess does, if you're mass killing, you do find a lot of potions if you get a decent amount of potion chance, so... I might mess around with that if it's possible. Just to see what it would look like on a... Because Barbarian can get insanely tanky with their 75% of damage taken is staggered, and then if you have, like, at least some form of healing, you can kind of heal through it. And then they also, as they get less life bars, they up to a max of 75% damage reduction. So you can straight up just have 75% damage reduction, and then 75% of that 25% damage that you actually take is staggered over time. I wonder how crazy that could be with, like... With, like, one health bar, could, like, life regen keep you alive? I don't know. We'll grab projectile amount. But I guess we'll see if I get around to trying it. If this goes good with the Cosmic Ray, and we kind of have that solved, I may go try it just for fun. But I'm just trying to think of what their passives give. I know one of them is Attack Arc, which won't really matter for our build, I don't think. But it is paired with Attack Reach, which is kind of nice for Cosmic Ray, and it's good for our Ice Falls. The little explosions on the ground get bigger with Reach. So it increases our AoE clear a bit. We have Barrier Amount and Barrier Recharge on a crit chance piece. How are we looking on crit damage? We have 2 pieces of gear. One has crit damage, one has crit chance. Okay. So maybe one more piece of gear with crit chance, and then make sure the other 2 pieces have crit damage. I think that should give us a decent, like, even spread. So I think we'll take this one here. We don't really need Mark of Shadow, but it's fine. Frostfall, energy cost reduction. A Spirit Caravan. I think scrolls, when you max your runes, just stop dropping. Which also means out of game we need to fix our We need to fix our corruption a bit. Because I think we're spec'd into scroll drop, and we don't need it now. Unless scroll drop affects how many runes we get, too. But I don't know if it affects that. We're gonna take attack speed over barrier. No, we're boosting. That's what we're doing. Doubling moon. Sure, we'll take some instant attack. I think attack reach and projectile amount is more powerful than attack speed. I think that is 7.5% attack speed, though. That's actually a good chunk of attack speed. I'm gonna take the attack speed. I like hitting fast. I think I'll unmute my Discord again for a few. They were rambling about Expedition 33, so I decided to mute it, but... No.
You tell him, man.
Do you want to build a snowman? It doesn't have to be a snowman.
Can it be a snowman though?
Yeah, it can.
Hell yeah.
Okay. So I have a question for kind of myself. I've been putting every time damage to Frozen, but we're not always freezing. Mainly because we are doubling moon runes, so I wanted to put a moon rune in. But what if we put projectile amount? Hello. Go hard boss trying? What? I've already killed the first one, and the second one is so hard, I have no idea what build could beat it. I'm not sure if I want to go try that right now. Let's try projectile amount on our Frostfall and see how that feels. What did I say? I said I needed crit damage on the rest of my pieces, so let's re-roll this. Oh boy. There's crit damage. We'll take it. I do have a YouTube video of me killing the first boss. If you wanted to see that, let me know. I can go get a link to it. But, I basically beat that boss with a mostly AFK build. I don't even think I really had to play much. But then the second boss, it was probably the tankiest build I have ever played on this game. And I got to the second boss and got almost insta-killed by it. So if the tankiest build I've ever played can't, like, survive the lock-on attack from the second boss, I have no idea how you beat it. Here, I can get the, let me pull up the link to it. But basically, it's a build you can practically AFK on the first boss, and, but but it took like an hour to kill it. It does not have good damage. Here is the video. There should be timestamps and everything, so you can skip around as you want. It's a long video because of how long the fight took. At one point I sped up the killing, but it's still a 38-minute video, so you can skip around the timestamps if you want, but that's the video of me killing the first boss, and then you can see what the second boss is like. It is pretty crazy. Oh, we got a 4th slot on our Frostfall. That's awesome. Let's take, we'll do what we were originally gonna do and take damage to Frozen. So I guess now we just have the best of both worlds. The only issue I have with the big boss, I'd love to try the big boss a bunch, but having to create the build before going into it is like, it's such a tedious process. Trying to get all the right gear, all the skills, all the runes set up. It's like a, I think it, in that Barbarian video, I think it took me like 15 minutes. Just to go in and find out that you're gonna die anyway, kind of thing. It's just, there's other things I want to accomplish in the game right now, but probably before I move on to my next game, after this one, I will probably try and do a few more attempts with a few builds at least. But I really want to max out every skill before I really do too much more. Man, that boss died fast. We definitely need Chance to Freeze going. We needed a crit damage, right? There's crit damage. Nice, nice. Man, since I spent all of my gold coins, I have not gotten one. I guess I did die early in my last run. We are gonna boost crit chance, I think, because 38% crit chance while using the ring is not a pretty sight. We'll throw one more rune into this skill, which I think is going to be... Oh, that's right, I already used double shot chance. We'll give it instant attack. Attack reach. Let's go. Double shot chance. If you're still here, Ali, there is also a video on my channel where I go over that same unkillable barbarian build. So if you want to see me playing that, and I beat Arena... Well, I got to Arena Wave 53, and I just gave up because it was like 10 minutes per boss kill. So, that's what I do need to do. I need to go do more Arena. Actually, let's go mess around in Arena after this and see... You fight a lot of bosses in Arena. Do they each have a chance to drop gold coins? How many gold coins can we get from Arena? I have a lot of questions. We're gonna try Arena after this run. That could be fun. Because I know materials have nerf drop, but I don't know... Is it their, like, drop amounts or what? But I guess that'll be something to test. We'll do one full Arena run, see how far we can get, probably with this mage build. We haven't done a Arena run on the mage yet. I think I did one run on a Oathkeeper, I think, where I made it to 36. And then my Unkillable Barb made it to 53. I don't think anything is going to beat that. Well, maybe something with high enough damage, because that build didn't have a lot of damage. I'm actually really interested to take a damage character into the Arena. But I don't think this one gets tanky enough. Maybe the Hunter. The Hunter with dodge charges might be able to pull off some shenanigans, so... I'm excited to try that. I don't really know how to build the mage to be tanky, because I have built mage with pure barrier on every single piece of gear. And I ended up with like 4,000 barrier, which is kind of insane. To give an example, my Unkillable Barb character had like 2,000 life. So I had double the life total, but because we don't get a lot of damage mitigation, like we don't get dodge charges, we don't get, what's it called? No dodge charges, no block, no damage reduction, really. It really makes it hard to make a mage tanky other than stacking a lot of health, and the farther you get in arena, things just start to hit insanely hard, and they also have insane move speed, so you can't really outrun things. You just, like, have to tank them. It's kind of crazy how I think almost every node on the mage is good to grab, though. Maybe except for damage when you're, like, less life. Unless you purposefully take damage or play Death Touched race. Holy boss dead. Yep. Okay. Cosmic Ray with target amount and double shot is so much better than instant attack and reach. So, I mean, it makes sense, but holy crap is it better. Goddamn. Like, not even a contest. Not even a question. Power ability damage, let's go. Man, I'm, like, getting sad about my lack of gold coins. I mean, I guess I got spoiled. I had 2 runs in a row where I got 5 coins back-to-back. And that was amazing. But on average, I get 1 to 2. So, as long as I get 1 off of one of these last 2 bosses, and I'm still on track. What did we die on? With that, it's crazy how 2 runes, literally 2 runes, can make this much of a difference. Because I'm pretty sure we either died on that last boss, or we died on the... Actually, no, we died on the mobs in between. We didn't die on a boss. I think we died right around here. With the last setup. That's crazy. And I had much better stats. I had like 70% crit chance. And roughly the same or more crit damage, too. So, like, my gear was better there. We're gonna take chance to freeze with the crit damage. We definitely need more crit chance, though. Rarity up and hope for crit chance. Nice. Honestly, I guess we'll take movement charge recharge. It's not great because I'm not using it a lot right now, but in the later waves, if the enemies start killing me a little more, then we're gonna reach the point where we kind of need to teleport more to get our shield back and to just evade the mobs. So getting that back a little bit quicker can't hurt. I almost decided to skip that one though for I wanted the reroll token. Actually, if we really wanted to, I could go look at my clip from when I ended my run at 53 on the arena and see how many gold coins I got. But I'd rather just go try the arena again anyway. But that would technically be a good way to tell, I suppose. We got the teleporting boy. Ooh, we got pretty good breathe chance right now. Well, that's another boss dead. Goodbye, sir. Try to get our crit chance up to at least 50%, I think. I guess lunar damage, the best overall. Yeah, 58% crit chance, nice. Okay, we're gonna start focusing crit damage and only taking crit chance if we need to now. I mean, crit chance is still very good, but, there's gonna be situations where crit chance is gonna... Well, we don't have very much longer anyway, but... yeah, like that. Like, we're getting more crit chance just by happenstance right there. That's gonna happen more as well, so... target amount? Sure. That's gonna affect Cosmic Ray even harder. This was a pretty crazy run. Our gear is okay, nothing crazy, but getting the 4th slot on Frostfall probably helped a lot, I think, too. Okay, this is a situation where we don't want any of these. And I don't really want to waste a reroll shard to reroll that, so I'm just gonna skip it and gain a reroll shard. I need to figure out a build I enjoy playing on a Thief for when I go to try to get the Thief faction to 25, which I'll be investing in faction XP then. I've been kind of happening to get these to 25. I think my Hunter is 25 just because it was my farming build for a while. Mage, Mage, I had some really good runs while I was spec'd into faction XP, so I think I hit 23 without even, like, trying on Mage, and then I just happened to hit 24, almost 25. But I do want to hit 25 on all the other classes once I have all the skills maxed out. Which I'll probably get that through playing on the Zordolf mode. Which is what my plan is once I have everything maxed. Let's do rarity up and crit damage, sure. But yeah, definitely before I move on games, I want to have everything maxed, because I would definitely be coming back to this game too, with updates and everything. For sure, for sure. I may also see if I can find, I don't know if there's any content creators that have made videos on beating the second boss, the second or third boss. If they have, maybe I'll see if their big brains can help me beat it myself, but I don't think that's something I'm gonna be able to do with I'm just not smart enough to come up with a build that can do it. Focus crit damage. Okay, we did get 1 gold this run. Not bad. Yeah, I think this is quite a bit better than the Hunter. Now that I've played the Hunter a good bit yesterday and explored like the different stuff, I really do firmly believe it. When I just made my Hunter YouTube video, I did a full run showcase in it. And granted, I didn't try very hard on the gear, but I didn't try very hard on this character's gear right now either. And at this point, in the under 2 minutes, I was surrounded by mobs. I had to like weave in between, I had to dash a few times to get charges back and everything. But this build is just killing almost everything before it even gets, I mean pretty much everything before it gets close to me. A longsword. Okay. So Primal Roar is what I did in my build. He killed the second boss, though? Because the first one with Primal Roar, definitely doable. I'm curious what he did to make the second boss possible, because the second boss absolutely ripped me to shreds. But I don't doubt there's improvements that can be made to my build and everything. Alright, we finished that run up. Let's go try the arena, I suppose? Mid-phase 3? Damn. Well, shit. I may have to revisit my, my Primal Roar Bard build again and see if I can... Did it take him a really long time? Or did he manage to get good damage on Primal Roar? Because that build seemed like it killed super slow. Nasty damage, really. Interesting. I'm really curious what he did. Or that he did. With the proc crit. Okay, that is something that I did different. That was my theory to get more damage on that build, was to run the ring. I ran the Eye of the Berserker, so that way I couldn't be hit stunned. Because in the arena, hit stun really annoyed the crap out of me. But I do think that I didn't need the hit stun prevention in that boss fight. So I think I mentioned that in my video where I killed the first boss, was I was pretty sure I could get more damage by running that ring. Let's try to get a human piercing lunar damage, sure. And then we'll run Court Dancer, which is what we've been doing. Let's try out the arena. Dude, the early game is going to be so funny in this. Because we start with no corruption. So everything's going to die so fast for a while until we catch up to what is, like, equal. I'll go for Reach early on. Longsword's an interesting choice, though. I did the Scimitars. I wonder if the Longsword is better for energy gen. I haven't tried the Longsword in a long time. I tried my hunter build in that boss, and I was able to take down 1 health bar extremely fast, but the problem was I didn't have quite enough AoE to deal with, like, my skills were just going off and hitting all the different mobs and the totems and everything, and it wasn't enough to keep it under control. And I wasn't tanky enough to survive how out of control it got. Gotcha. See, the problem with that is, I don't know, maybe I just played it wrong. I don't know how you dodge. There's an ability on the second boss that I don't know how you dodge. But maybe that's the key to beating that boss, is figuring out how you dodge that attack. Because if I could have dodged that attack, I think I could have killed the second boss. I just didn't know how. I think so, yeah. She, like, she, like, floats up in the air and then rapidly fires, they might have been fireballs, at you. And I just ate every single one. I even tried dodging, like, right when she fired them, and they still just followed me and hit me. Or maybe I just messed up. It's possible. Ooh, target amount. We don't need the arc, but I want the target amount. Arcane missiles. Oh, what the fuck? Really? Well, no wonder why it did so much damage to me. I did not... hold up. Wait a second. Did I see it and just not see it? By that I mean, hold on. This is my video, right? So we get into the second boss. Get through the transition phase. The funny thing is I actually tank it the first time. Oh, you gotta enter it at the right timing, otherwise it'll disappear. Oh. So I guess it only lasts a certain amount. But yeah, look at how many health bars I just lost from that. But I actually did tank it. So I just don't even see where you're supposed to stand. She goes up in the air, at least so me not knowing, I don't see it on my screen here. So it must be in the, like, bottom right corner or something. And I just tank the fireballs, but then it burns you after, too, and I burn all the way down to, like, 1 life bar. And then she does it again here in a second. Yep, she's doing it again. Yeah, I still don't see any safe zone. So the safe zone must spawn, like, sometimes on the other side of the map. So I don't think it was that I didn't see it. I think it was just that it was so far away, I had no idea that it existed. Yeah. Damn. So that was just my first time ever fighting the boss, and because I didn't know that, to look for that. Yeah. I thought it was just an ability that hit hard. Damn. Well, knowing that, I definitely want to try again then. Because I feel like that makes it a little more possible. Is that so?
It goes something like that. That's the official Arc Raiders chant.
Ah.
Every time you do it, it knocks the release date back 45 seconds.
That makes sense.
So, yeah. I'm just so tired of singing it.
It was really supposed to come out in 2030, but because you just sing that shit so much.
Right.
Yeah. The bad thing is going to be when the game releases, he plays it for 3 days and the company shuts it down.
Thank you so much for the follow.
3 days is a bit much.
Dude, the day before was a tragedy.
It was such a fucking tragedy.
And it's like, it was bad, don't get me wrong, but it was a good foundation.
I mean, you were hooked on it. Like,
Oh, yeah.
No, I like
you loved it. And, like, you loved it so much that, like, I got off it right away and I was about to get back on it. And then it...
Yeah, any little city street extraction game like that is just so good.
Yeah. No, like, straight up, the next day, I was like, I woke up and I was like, I'm gonna get on that game today.
You know, the bad thing
And-
is I want to say I was going to get on it too within a day or two. I was beating a game at the time. That's funny.
Yep.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and I woke up to that Discord message of it being shut down, and I'm like, this is fake.
Apparently, there is where they are re-releasing it.
Oh my, I'm not even.
I've
If it's out for like a
it's-
month or two, maybe I'll try it.
You're right. Let me see. What
I do not
saw
trust
it
those
for
people ever again.
Yeah.
I'll never pay for another game for them, ever.
Right.
I mean, if it's out long enough, I'd be down to pay for it, but if it's good, you know. What are we looking for? We do need some crit chance. Maybe we just take crit chance all damage. An extra movement charge isn't too bad either. Boosting primordial runes. Barrier amount. I don't know why I had to think so hard on that one. Wait, we already got 1 gold. Is this the way to go? Oh shit.
Yeah, that was actually like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Was it? It was like the next day or something, or like 2 days.
Yeah,
I
I
got,
think
like,
it was
40
like
hours into
two or 3 days or something.
It's just that's wild that it was like. Right, that's the joke, haha. You know, before it releases. It's not a real game. It's a scam.
The freeze artifact. So I was using, the first time I did the run, I did the freeze artifact. And then I decided to try the Band of Primal Power a few times. I just haven't figured out what I like best yet. I need to go back to the freeze one again. It was hard to tell whether or not it was kind of hard to tell which one was better. My last run with the ring went really well, but my run last night that I did with the Ice Shatter one went really well too. I will say, if I drop the ring and go for the Ice Shatter, it makes gearing easier. I can really just go for, like, I don't have to go for crit rate, crit damage, right? I can just go for, like, lunar damage and... lunar damage, chance to freeze, all damage, things like that. I feel like it would make gearing a bit easier. I'll probably do another run and test it, obviously, at some point. But I'm just kind of exploring things, different ways to build it. I don't know if you were here for it, Luke, but I tried different runes on my Cosmic Ray on my first run of this today on stream, and it went horribly. Like, I think you have to have target amount. Gotcha. Yeah, so I tried instant attack and attack reach. The attack reach was really cool. I can shoot from, like, one side of the arena to the other with the attack reach. But yeah, I did instant attack and attack reach, and then increase the effectiveness of the sun runes, and it felt like crap. I haven't tried chain. I think chain might work the same as target amount, right? But I haven't tried chain yet. I can't even remember what our gear looks like. We have crit chance. Okay, we have 2 crit chance pieces. Wait, we have 3 crit chance pieces? Okay, we need crit damage pieces. So we'll go barrier amount since we're in the arena. We're gonna need some survivability at some point. Get out of here, bot. You're not allowed in my chat. But yeah, I'd have to try chain and see. The only bad thing with chain is I don't know that there's other blue ones to use, and I like using the amplified blue, so I wouldn't really be able to do amplified that. I mean, I guess I could drop amplified blue on Frostfall. We'll see. Or amplified moon. Oh hey, with this set we can get proc chance and we get crit damage on this piece. Oh wait, we already have that set done, don't we? Yeah, we do. Okay, so we don't need that piece. We already have it. So that's kind of cool that the light sets get proc chance for Primal Power. It's kind of a neat combination. I think I'm gonna rarity up this. See what we can get. So there's crit damage, but I don't like barrier recharge as much as I like barrier amount. But I would like the chance to freeze that. I think I do blow a reroll. We only have... Actually, this is our last piece of gear. Let's blow a reroll. Yeah, it might be. Instant attack chance. But... Oh, no, we want the other set. Crap. Ideally. No! Give me the right set with crit damage, please. I mean, more crit chance and projectile amount. I kinda want the projectile amount. That just... Wait, yeah, that helps with the Frostfall. Because it shoots out 5 projectiles. I think I'm gonna do it. We might be lacking on crit damage a bit. This might be a mistake, but we'll see how it goes. Now our choices should be a bit easier, though. With upgrading gear, it's mostly just going to be getting crit chance and crit damage through the gear upgrades. I'm actually really curious, something else, another reason, at least for the arena, that the other artifact might not be good the farther you get into the arena, the enemies get so tanky that I couldn't stun them on my... I had a build with pretty good stun chance and in the arena, and when I was up to wave like 50, stun would never land. They're just like super resistant to stun. I wonder if that's going to be the same for freeze. I wonder if you just won't be able to freeze enemies later on. Which, I mean, also makes me wonder if that's the case, maybe I shouldn't put damage to Frozen on Frostfall. If we want to try to prepare for that ahead of time. I mean, I wonder how damage taken staggered would feel. If that happens to my barrier, that just buys me more time to teleport and get it back, right? So I think I'd take that and try it out. Crit chance? Yes, please. I mean, damage taken reduced per life lost. We're probably going to be losing lives at some point in the arena. And then... let's rarity up this. And we'll take the crit damage. Yeah, we're only 200% crit damage. We're pretty low on that. Yeah, I think we need to take the crit chance to get that up higher. Let's throw on our rune on teleport just to see what we get it on. Oh, nice, we got it on Frostfall. That's huge. What are our options? Just all the damage stuff. Projectile amount and reach. And then damage to Frozen. So I've been doing projectile amount, and that seems kind of nice, just dropping even more projectiles on their heads. And then maybe the final one, since I have 4 slots, I'll just do damage to Frozen in case we do continue to freeze. So we can do even more damage taken staggered. If we're trying it, we might as well get a good amount of it. Get us more crit damage. Yeah, damage to Frozen. We'll see how that goes. If anything, we could just run crit damage on that. We don't need just because it's not getting boosted doesn't mean we can't run it. Crit damage in the long run might be better regardless, actually. We are over 50% crit chance. Obviously getting more is better, but we're kind of low on crit damage. I kind of want to rock more crit damage right now for when it does proc. And then we'll grab crit chance when it's like our only option between like barrier and recharge and the other things. Try to get some barrier up, though, for when the harder waves come. Oh. well, I guess it's fine. We'll find more. I actually didn't really mean to hit that skip button. I don't know why I guess I just instinctively did when it was one skill remaining. There's a couple runes I want to throw on the arcane missiles. So far, I can't really tell. Well, we're not far enough into the arena. We need to get farther. How many bosses have we fought? 2 or 3? And we've gotten 1 coin. So normally, we're looking at... A normal run takes probably... I don't know. What's the timer on it at the start? Like 20 minutes? Something like that. So no coin off that boss. Let's throw on instant attack chance, I think is what we do, and then because we're running teleport, we don't have teleport to be an empty slot, so we're going to leave 1 empty on Arcane Missiles. Arcane Missiles is kind of more supporty, I think. I don't think it's doing a shit ton of damage, so I think I'm going to leave it as is. And that way I can skip and farm reroll tokens. Let's finish maxing out the barrier. Enemies are starting to live a little bit longer. And then we'll max out the crit damage. Let's rarity up this. Ooh, crit chance, crit damage. Let's do it. This is the situation where I was talking about where I didn't want to target crit chance earlier because resistance piercing, I mean, resistance piercing wouldn't be terrible to get more of, but we don't really want barrier recharge and then crit chance being the only option. We might get bottlenecked into that a few times, so I don't want to push for 100% ASAP for that reason. Alright, 1 more level into barrier, and then it's all power from there, I think. Or it's all, like, damage increase stuff, I mean. I wonder what wave equals Corruption 7 in this, roughly. I didn't realize we still have attack reach nodes to get. They're not really super necessary, but they do get us mobility, which is... having more mobility cooldown is kind of nice. Mage has so much to grab. Wait, where are you, boss? I thought the boss was in that room over there. Teleporting, what a bitch. That's my job. Okay, he died fast. Wait, where'd he go? No, he teleported before he died. Rude. Oh, we got another gold coin. I see it there. Ooh, power ability damage or target amount. Now, I don't know if target amount works on Frostfall. It might not. Target amount might only work on Cosmic Ray, but the more targets we're hitting, the more energy we're building up, which means the more Frostfalls we're shooting out. Or do we just make the Frostfalls that already are shooting out more powerful? That's a tough choice. Well, we already have so much target amount. I kind of want to hit another 100% into that and see how it feels, so we will. But I'm not quite sure which one would be better. Crit hit damage. So, we're at 2 gold coins in 13 minutes. Obviously, not 13 minutes real lifetime because we keep getting paused to pick perks. But that happens in the... Oh my god, excuse me, holy shit. I just, like, hiccup burped mid-sentence. Holy shit. My bad. Excuse me. Yeah, so we're doing okay on those. I think it's gonna take multiple runs to really tell, too. We'll go crit damage. I think we'll probably skip out on the damage on low life. Ooh, we could get another... I'm gonna take another damage reduction as we lose life, because I think we're gonna lose some life here soon. 440 crit damage. Yes, please. Oh, we can hit our 100% target amount. Hell yeah. I might try to avoid, now that we're at, what, 300% target amount? Is there like a cap? Can we see target amount as a stat in here? I guess it would have told me, right? So, anyway. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about a cap yet. Because we're at, what, 100% from the rune, 200% when we double the rune, and then 100%, I think, from... just nodes and stuff. I think. So I don't think runes are calculated on your stat page. So we're at 300%. We're actually doing pretty good gear-wise. We're like over a 60% crit chance, right? And almost 500% crit damage. Let's rarity up this, because I don't really like those stats anyway. Crit chance, crit damage. The good thing is if we manage to live long enough in here to hit 100% crit chance, if crit damage doesn't show up, I'll probably take barrier amount instead. Because I mean, that can't really hurt too much. You know, it could be an interesting arena build. I don't think it would be a build for the normal run. But an interesting arena build could be the artifact that blows up your barrier when you reach full. Yeah, let's take crit damage and barrier amount. We should probably start getting a little bit tankier. We could just take the raw crit damage, but we should try to make it so we can survive at least a hit or two here if something bad happens. But my idea was the artifact that drains and refills your barrier, and then just stack the crap out of barrier, right? Like almost every choice you could possibly make put into barrier, and just see how much you could get. The scariest thing is when it detonates, you have no barrier, so you really gotta be careful or teleport right after it detonates. We'll do lunar damage. The only projectiles we have that would split would be the, hey, we got another coin. We are now at 3. And I can't remember if normal maps are 15 minutes or 20 minutes. So, we're gonna take crit chance here, I suppose. I guess we could have rarity up that. Oh well, it's fine. Power ability damage, sure. Wait, I saw boss music. Did the boss? Oh, the boss didn't die. Wait, or were there 2 bosses? There might have been 2 bosses. I'm pretty sure I just grabbed all the loot from the boss, didn't I? And then there was still a boss up, so there must have been 2. Maybe we increase chance for rare items. We're gonna be here a while. Well, I mean, if I live long enough, we're gonna be here a while, I guess. None of these are really that great, but I guess barrier recharge is the only thing that really affects us a little bit. Hey, look, rarity coming in. We get a big boy piece. Ooh. More crit chance and barrier amount, or a lot of crit damage. Ooh. I'm gonna take the lot of crit damage. I feel like we already have so much target amount, we just need to be doing the damage. I feel like I should probably take our move speed is super low. We're gonna start getting run down by the mob soon if we're not killing fast enough, so maybe I should start getting some move speed. If I can. I don't think we have a lot of move speed on our gear. I think that's one thing we kind of messed up on was... I think there's only like... We might have one piece that had move speed. Because I saw it was 18%, but I'm also getting... The funny thing is, I'm getting some... Okay, we do have 10% on our boots. I think there's some other pieces you can get move speed onto, like pants or something. Oh shit, I didn't mean to teleport into the mobs. Our barrier recharge rate's decent. Take the move speed and crit chance. We keep getting bottlenecked into crit chance options, so we're gonna be hitting 100%. Somewhat soon, I think. Assuming we live, the monsters are starting to get close to us, which is a little scary. Okay, these are all garbage. Let's do a reroll on them. Lunar damage and damage taken staggered. I'd like the attack speed, but I gotta take that. That's too good. Since we're messing around with damage stagger so much. We're gonna be a barbarian build soon enough. Probably finding a way to get some dodge charges in here since we find so many soul fragments in these runs. If we can get lucky with some dodge charges, maybe instead of attack speed, we take cult initiative and get one from that. We could potentially do a barrier and dodge charge build, which could be potentially good. Arena definitely changes things up. I do like that the different mechanics in the game kind of inspire you to do different things. Because, like, the amount of gear you get and the stats you get is so much crazier in Arena over a normal run because of how long it lasts. We're gonna take barrier mount. We're getting pretty high on crit chance. What's our barrier up to anyway? What's that under? Barrier mount. Barrier. We're at 3,975 barrier. The crazy thing is I've been above that and still died like super fast. But hopefully, as we lose life bars, that we have damage. We have like 5% damage reduction per life bar lost. So if we lose 9 life bars, I mean, math is hard, but that's pretty good damage reduction. Boost that up. Crit chance and crit damage. Let's go. Bosses still die fast. Like, really fast. Oh my god, 50%. Oh, but proc chance. Oh no! They're making me choose! We gotta take proc chance. Let's rarity up this. Barrier and crit damage. Ooh, or do we want... yeah, let's take barrier crit damage. Also, we got another, we're up to 4. Gold. Oh my god, we're getting run down. Is this it? They're fast. Dude, the enemies get so fast in these waves. It's insane. What do we do? I think it's game over soon. Oh my god. I don't know that the damage staggered is working. Let's take a dodge charge. That might help save us a little. Not much though. They instantly lost the dodge charge. Oh no! Oh no! Proc chance saved me! Oh my god, they're so bad! Yeah, I don't know how you survive on a mage. Yeah, that's it. Wow. That's crazy. Like I said, I was just talking about how 4,000 barrier wasn't all that much. Alright, I think we're gonna change up these for our normal runs. Do we try another arena, though? my dogs are barking like crazy, so I'm kind of just muting for a few in between talking. Trying to think of a way to go Cult Initiate and run dodge charges, and then we'd also gain access to Blade Dash, or whatever that ability is called, that gets you dodge charges back. Well, I don't know. The problem is we'd only get one dodge charge from it, and then we'd have to RNG, because light armor I don't think has a chance for any dodge charges, which means we'd just have to RNG into getting more dodge charges through soul fragments. Sorry, I was replying to a text. Give me a second. I want to... Here, I'll actually stream it too. Real quick, do my little idle game. I've been playing Revolution Idle on the side. You can get it on Steam. So you get all these crazy circles going crazy. But I have some upgrades I want to buy real fast. I can usually knock this out real quick. Get all those, and then next star upgrade is E69. Come over here, change my idle to E69 to reset, and then That's it. Idle games. I actually have been neglecting it since I started streaming, so I wanted to real fast to go spend everything on it. We're actually gonna do, I know I already took a crit chance piece, which, I mean, it doesn't hurt, but I forgot we're changing up our artifacts for this run. Wait, what the fuck? Excuse me? Wait, how in the God's name am I at 4 gold coins? Wait, what? Is that a bug? Wait, no. Never mind. This is how many I have total. I'm an idiot. I was, for some reason, because, you know what it was? Earlier I had 0, so I was using this number to dictate how many I had this run, right? But now that I'm not at 0, I can't use that number anymore. That was my bad. I'm an idiot. I was like, I haven't even fought a boss yet. What have I done? Man, I have not been doing good on those gold coins today, though. Jesus. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. And I've gotten 4 gold coins. I think right at the start of my stream, I spent everything down to 0. That's insane. I had one bad run where I died and I didn't get a single gold coin all the way to like the 3rd boss, or a 2nd or 3rd boss I killed, and then died because it was just a bad setup. So that took up some time. And then I had another run where I think I only got 1 coin in the run. Stunk. I don't know that I like any of this. I'm gonna reroll. I mean, I guess resistance piercing, projectile amount, and lunar damage is pretty good. Grab my ring. We'll throw our teleport one in right away. Okay, it went on that. It's not great, but it's fine. We may want to get a piece of gear with a chance to freeze, too. If we're going to be going the artifact for freezing. This run, which is what I plan on doing. Is Chance of Freeze an exceptional stat? Do I need an exceptional piece of gear for it? I think it might be, I want to say. I think we are leveling quicker. We're definitely gonna have to judge at the end of the run. Because I'm running the... I changed my corruption over to the faction XP gain, but it also says it has, like, Dark Relic XP gain, so I think that means just the normal player levels quicker in here. I could be wrong, but if that's the case, that'll be really interesting for, like, once you don't need materials anymore, grinding. I mean, we're not really going crit chance, crit damage, but it still can't hurt. 38% is a decent numbers. Oh, wait, I wanted freeze. Well, we're not getting that. Oops. We might as well take damage to Frozen, because ideally our goal is to freeze. I guess we'll see if we manage to. Because, we want to be able to make them shatter. So, apparently, freeze also isn't just, what's it called? Like, when they completely stop moving, that's not freeze, right? They get frozen before they're frozen, I think. If that makes sense. Because some of these guys are, I see the Frost Moon Pendant shatters going off. Even though they're not completely frozen. Like, that guy is completely frozen. So that guy... everything's dying so fast it's hard to see. We'll have to wait until things live a little longer to tell. Yeah, probably this one. Damage. Give arcane missiles a chance to freeze. Crit hit damage, I suppose, the only thing that really affects us there. We might as well grab crit hit chance. We will give... instant attack. And then projectile amount, and then we'll keep one slot open for sacrificing or skipping. The gearing is definitely a bit easier with this, and it still feels strong with the shatter. It's kind of hard to tell the difference because the build is strong with either one. Level 16 at 9 minutes. I don't know, is that might be fairly normal. Maybe we're not getting boosted XP. I know we usually end around like 25, 26 level, so we'll just have to wait and see. Goodbye, Mr. Boss. I mean, I don't know that our primary damage does enough damage to justify adding damage to it. I just said damage a lot of times. But I didn't want to use one of my reroll shards, so... I do wonder if I'll make it. With my goal of unlocking everything, I very much love this game, but the grind for the gold coins might break me. I don't know if I'm up for that much of a grind. I'm starting to feel like I said, I'm enjoying the game. I'm just, with most of the stuff unlocked that I want to try, it's just kind of like a grind at this point, you know? I kind of want to try the all-random mode now that I have all the runes up and everything. We'll grind a bit longer, though. We'll try to get a little bit more, especially the weapons. If we're going to be randomizing into weapons, it's very important we have those up. We might be able to pass on the... what's it called? the passive skills and the movement abilities. Maybe get all the movement abilities to 5, since that's only 1 coin each. That way they have 2 slots for the purposes of putting in the Yoln rune and having 1 extra slot open. And then maybe from there, we just leave the passives and everything else alone and do the random mode. And the random mode will get us some more coins, right? So eventually we will, like, depending on how long we play the random mode, that will also help max us out. I'm assuming the random mode drops materials and everything. Once again, it's something I've never even tried. I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. It might be too random. We might just get RNG'd into shit builds over and over again. We definitely lost single target. I do think ultimately the ring is better than the pendant. The crit ring. For AoE clear, it does feel comparable, if not better, using the pendant, right? Because we're just shattering mobs, which is then killing stuff. But that single target cannot be denied. I mean, granted, we did still kill it fast enough, though, right? Like, I think it is fine. I guess we could go spend more of our corrupted shards after this. It's only gonna be like 4 upgrades. That's why I kinda haven't. Like, 1,000 sounds like a lot, but all my upgrades are 8 right now, so I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 256 per upgrade. So I think I'll only be able to get 4 upgrades into... I've been kind of splitting everything even. Except for damage. I have damage up to 10 because I was trying to test if 10 was the max level, but it's not. It just jumped up to 1,000 something to go to 11, which is wild. You know there's gonna be some crazy people that just absolutely love grinding this game non-stop, you know? And they're just gonna grind the crap out of those things, and they're gonna have, like, freaking something cranked to, like, 100,000 of these things. That would take so much time to farm. Jesus. It always blows my mind. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about the people that love playing one game. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous of the people that can enjoy one game for so long. But I just can't do it. I need to change things up, which I'm not as bad as one of my buddies. One of my buddies plays like 8 different games a day. No joke. Like, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but not... I'm not exaggerating that much. It also really depends on how bored he is, too. Which, I mean, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into, you know? But I can't imagine changing up that much, but I also can't imagine staying on one game for, like, depending on the game, more than, like, a month or two. Like, Path of Exile is probably one of my favorite games. It's the one I've put the most time in. But I usually play a League for maybe 1 month, maybe closer to 2 if it's a really good League and I'm having a lot of fun. And then after that, I need a break until the next League, or sometimes I skip a whole League too. But that's really like the most I've played a game. Maybe I think there's been like 1 or 2 times that I've played other games longer. It's just not very common. Like, I think I might have got into World of Warcraft one time. One of the many times I've gone back and forth to that game. And I think I might have made it like 3 months one time. But... we got a good amount of gold coins this run. I almost want to say we either got 4 or 5. Pretty crazy. Which is good, considering the first half of my day I barely got any. No, maybe it was 3. We started at 4, didn't we? I think we got 3 this run. I actually met on the topic of people like playing games for a long time and stuff. I met a older lady on WoW. She was one of the random guilds I joined. She was the leader, and she was like 85 years old or something like that, and like the only game she's played for like at the time. Like, she played since WoW's release. At the time, this was, oh, jeez. What expansion was that? It might have been... Might have been Cataclysm, but it might have been one of the ones after Cataclysm. And she had been playing since the game came out, and that was the only game she played. Like... WoW released, and she just didn't touch anything else other than WoW. So for however long from release to then. Pretty crazy. Excuse me. Alright. Well, we got a couple more weapons done. Oh, I didn't look at what level I was. Well, I didn't even start getting power, right? I was still grabbing other skills. So I don't know what this means. Shattered Dark Ritual experience gains. I don't really know. I assumed that meant like the player character experience, right? So this is a dark ritual. Is there something... What's a shattered dark ritual? Like, this is just a dark ritual. Is there... This is a primordial dark ritual. Wait, what the heck is a shattered dark ritual? Oh... The Pale Desolation. So this is giving experience in the Pale Desolation. Interesting. I haven't done the Pale Desolation in a while. Does that give... What kind of rewards does that give, I wonder? And that also... That probably means for leveling this bar up, right? That probably doesn't mean your character in the Dark Ritual levels faster. It means, like, this bar levels faster. Which we're still 2 levels away from being maxed on that. But we are maxed on Mage now and Hunter. I wonder if I should try to play something else for a little bit. Should we try to max out all of our banners? We're close on Oathkeeper. Should we do an Oathkeeper run? It's been a bit since we did an Oathkeeper run. Oh shit, I don't even know what I'm going for. Oh boy. What do we want to try this time? Here, I have an idea. Just for fun, while we are on the path of that other character, I want to try grabbing Stargazer, right? I want to see what weapons we have available. Let's try our Oathkeeper Stargazer run. See if we can do that Frostfall. Okay, so we can still get Cosmic Ray. So we could do the whole build on a Oathkeeper, but one thing I'm curious on... Oh, we don't have it leveled up yet. Okay, let's not do that yet. Okay, let's just try Cosmic Ray on Oathkeeper, and we'll just see... Oh, but we're not going to be benefiting from any of the burning stuff as Oathkeeper. Unless we convert our damage. Well, no. Because that's a chance to burn, too. Never mind. I was going to say we could take that relic that makes your cold damage burn and your burn damage freeze. No, maybe this is just a bad idea. I don't know that Oathkeeper's the play for this. I mean, we could try. I mean, it's worth a shot. It can't hurt, really. We'll just not take the upgrades that don't affect us the best we can. We do get attack speed as a base, which is kind of cool. That's one thing about Mage that I'm not the biggest fan of, is there's no attack speed node while leveling up. We do still get Frostfall. Also, being Ouroborean, we get instant attack starting off. Which we can't be an Ouroborean mage. There might be some perks to playing this. The question is, are we going to be bottlenecked into taking perks that we don't need because of the whole burning and stuff? Because this whole node, right? Praise the Sun, we don't want to take. Recovery, we probably don't want to take, which means every other node on Paladin, we probably have to take, or Oathkeeper. So that way we can eventually get to power, right? You know what's really interesting? Mage must start with some passive lunar damage, because I do feel like I was doing more damage on Mage than I'm doing now. I guess that makes sense that it would, right? What are we looking for? What are we looking for? I don't know that lunar damage rolls on heavy armor, so... we might just be crit rate, crit damage, all damage. I guess we'll take this all damage one for now. We'll figure it out as we go, I suppose. If we do good this run, I think we might level. I haven't been paying attention to how fast that bar goes up, but we're pretty close, and we're running the faction XP again, or at least 3 out of 4 stones into the faction XP. I mean, I guess we'll get XP bubbles. None of these are really all that good. Yeah, gear's gonna be tough with this build, I think. Crit chance, attack speed, damage to healthy. Sure. Rude. I was replying to my friends on Discord, but they're freaking, one of them just spent the last like 5 minutes talking to his dog while unmuted, so it's kind of why I don't have it unmuted for stream right now. Oathkeeper also doesn't have very good travel skills of his own. I think we're just gonna take teleport. I don't like the horsey or shield charge, which I'm guessing I can probably still shield charge even without a shield. You can do most other things in the game, like you can shoot bow skills without using a bow, so I'm assuming you can. But I think teleport is still just going to be the best, I guess. We're definitely going to be floppy, I think. So that should be interesting. Because we, like, accidentally got barrier amount with the other build, but this one... I'm actually hungry. I'm looking forward to dinner. Oh, using all my reroll shards to get me the ring. That's rude. I still have 3 pieces of gear left to get. I guess I'll take block. I'm assuming I can block, right? Can I? I don't know. I mean, my block chance goes up, right? But do you need a shield to block? Block ability, no. I can't block. Okay. So that's where the Blades of Akka give +1 block ability. So Blades of Akka allow you to block, and then I'm guessing the 2 weapons with shields allow you to block. There's really only 3 weapons that allow you to block in the game. Okay, good to know. I kind of scuffed this run a little bit then, but that's fine. I mean, we're probably not going to finish this run. We're probably going to die before we finish, but it was worth a shot. I kind of want to try a crit rate, crit damage Hammerden using the ring. Every time I played Hammerden before, I would use the, what's it called? I would use the attack speed and then the shield. So I'd be running block to give you health back on block to be more tanky. But now that I'm figuring out how to make builds that don't need the tankiness, I'm kind of curious how trying to go up pure damage Oathkeeper would go. I also actually... Ooh, I've been wanting to try a Reflect. That might be really hard to do gear-wise, though. Right here, this stat here. Damage reflected on block. Actually, this would be an amazing piece for that build. Block chance and damage reflected on block. Holy shit. And health. Dude, this piece would be amazing for the build I was literally just talking about. That's so funny. But for now, I think we're just going to take the crit damage and attack speed for this build that we're doing now. We're not going to have good freeze chance, or, like, much of any freeze chance at all. So I think we're just going to forego freeze chance entirely. So we're going to take the Band of Primal Power. Not being a mage, we're not going to get the passive nodes for freeze. And not wearing light armor, we're not going to get light armor on any gear either. So... Well, even on an Oathkeeper, our early game damage is very good. Still. I mean, we are getting more attack speed. It's possible this ends up being good. Let's throw our teleport rune in. Nice. Landed on our crossbow. But if we're not going to be freezing very well, we're going to give it projectile amount. Actually, hell, man, let's try it. Let's put reach in and see what kind of AoE. See, like, all the little circle explosions from our Frostfall? You can see them all here. We're gonna make them bigger with our next rune. I'm pretty sure that circle gets bigger with reach. So this sucks. Regen's the only stat that really affects here. I think in order to get to power, we're gonna have to take some stuff that we don't really want. That's really interesting that you can make the choice to skip gear, though. Or skip level ups. Huh. I never really thought about that before. It was always so cut and dry to me that you, like, pick skills. I never thought of the idea of skipping for reroll shards and then boosting your gear more. Alright, let's see what attack reach looks like with this. Oh yeah, look at those circles now. I could instantly see the difference. Damn. Attack speed, all damage on the crit chance set. I say we do it. Power ability damage. Oh, we hit 25, so we're good on Oathkeeper now. We'll do instant attack chance on that ability. We'll boost attack speed. What else can we put on this? Maybe just crit damage. Since we're using the ring. I don't know how much damage it's actually doing, but... And then, as usual, we will skip that for our free rerolls. We are stuck taking some of these nodes that we don't necessarily care about. Crit chance. Yep. More attack speed. So I guess we'll just the key here is gonna take whatever has the least amount of levels to max out, right? So we can get to power. Up to 58% crit chance, that's not bad, considering how bad our gear is. Oh man, they're all 5! I thought, for some reason, I thought, like, Ardent Defender was only 3. Man. Well, I guess the only thing that really affects us is taking this for the bonus health, right? Bulwark. Look at all of our arcane missiles. Holy crap. That's so funny. Is it the instant attack chance that that we get from being a Oathkeeper? We have projectile amount 50%, target amount 50%, and we have instant attack from being a Oathkeeper. I don't know if all those affect our arcane missiles, but this is surprisingly good. For how many dead stats we have to take to play it. Now hear me out. Imagine if we played this on Oathkeeper again, but we used a weapon that had block. What if we tried the block melee weapon? So, I tried the Hammer of Soul, right? And the Hammer of Soul was, like, broken. I was generating an insane amount of energy, and it was only casting, like, one ability here and there. So I think there's something bugged between using Frostfall with Hammer of Soul. Some interaction there that they probably need to fix. I imagine it's not intended. Oh, we could try the Blades of Akka again, but those weren't super good. That would give us the ability to block. But we could... I haven't tried the melee, like the Paladin melee weapon in a while. Or Oathkeeper. I keep calling it Paladin, my bad. It's basically a Paladin, let's be real. I wonder how tanky we are in comparison. To the mage. Because we are getting bonus health because of that one node. Oh, I should have boosted. Crap. That was dumb on my part. I have 9 reroll shards and I didn't boost anything. Why do my legs look like... Why does my gear look like this? Come on, game. I'm wearing heavy armor. Make me look badass. Not a frickin' crop top plate chest with a frickin' thong on. Our damage is falling off a little bit, though. I'm noticing it. Things are living a little longer, but we made it to 5 minutes left. If anything. I mean, we might make it all the way, but... Alright, 5-minute boss, here we go. Who do we got? Oh, this is the Dashy guy. Oh, we're decently tanky. He actually didn't hit us all that hard. But we don't have all that much damage either. We have a chance for healing souls, I guess, because we're, or healing orbs. Because we're kind of healing back the damage we're taking. I guess I should try not to lose my health bar if I can manage it, just cause, for the sake of the dream. Hey, we haven't got another gold coin. Got a decent amount this run, too. I think I went down to 0, right? So we're at 3 this run so far. One more boss to go. Assuming we live that long. Let's go attack speed. Oh, remember I talked about not losing health bars and then I let the two-handed mace person have its way with me? That was smart. More attack speed! Look at my character. I wish you could zoom in. He's just flailing his arms, firing off the lasers. Meow, 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 meow. Ow, ow, ow. Damn these mace elites. Actually, that might have been a normal one. Oh, no, maybe that was the mace elite. Oh, no, I teleported the wrong way. Mistakes were made. Unlimited power. We can finally grab it. No more useless block chance. All damage and more attack speed. What are we at for attack speed? 350. Okay, we're still a ways off of being capped by any means. Yeah, so it's definitely not a good, not as good as the mage version, but not that I thought it would be. But I mean, it's doable, I guess. We'll see how the last boss goes. It might not be doable. I may turn off autocast and try to focus my rain on the boss. The only problem is the random other mobs might run me down if I do that. We'll see. Oh boy, it's the freaking boss with the ranger mobs. That's a problem. Luckily, he's not too annoying. We can just kite him. But it's the little freaking buttholes over here. So yeah, I mean, it's doable. Just run in circles. Maybe a harder last boss would be kind of more of a pain, but... I'm not blocking, am I? How am I not taking any damage? Aren't I eating some of these arrows? There's no shot I'm actually blocking, though. Hold on, isn't it, with damage numbers up, isn't it the blue or something? The blue numbers or something is blocks? I think my friend said. I haven't had oh my god, look at these damage numbers, they're cancer. This was a mistake. Maybe I just managed to outrun the mobs? I can't see what's happening. I don't know what's going on. I can't do damage numbers. They're getting turned off again. I mean, it's kind of satisfying to see it go crazy like that, but... Unlimited power! It's so hard to stay out of, like, the middle of all the mobs. They're so fast. I mean, it's not necessarily that they're... Well, I mean, I'm just so slow, too. I also don't have good damage, so... Ow. Ow. Well, we barely made it. 26 seconds left. This is a funny little build. Maybe if, with better gear. Ow. And we're dead. Maybe with better gear it would have been a little better, but I didn't really... It's hard to gear heavy armor a little bit while avoiding all the things that don't matter to us, like the solar damage and stuff like that. But we didn't end up with any crit damage. Or no, we had one piece of crit damage. If we could have had more crit damage with the ring and actually stacked that a bit more in the long run, I think it could have made a big difference. Because, I mean, what? Like, normally my other build's like 600% crit damage, and I'm at 120. So low. So, yeah. Really, like, honestly, that might have just been a gear problem. It might have been better if I had better gear, but I don't really want to try it again. So, it is what it is. I do want to try this melee weapon again, though, with the shield to go block on an Oathkeeper. I got so hooked onto Hammer of Soul that I just kept running that, but yeah, I think we'll try that later, though, guys. I have to go, unfortunately, but I gotta go cook dinner for the family and everything. But we will be back again for our late night stream, same time as usual, between 2 and 3 a.m. Eastern. We should be on. So I'll see you guys then. Hopefully you have a good time. Get all that farming in, max out all your shit, make better builds than I do because I suck. No, I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, yes, make better builds, but I don't necessarily think I suck. I'm just not a good build creator. I try my best, though. But some of the stuff we've come up with is pretty good, but definitely people will min-max way harder than I ever will, so. But yeah, good stuff. We'll see you in the next stream, guys. Bye-bye.